his long coat brushing over the ground as if it floated just above it. "Where's this path go?" Sam asked. The man didn't answer. Every step felt heavier, like the woods were pulling at their ankles. The trees grew stranger, some bent toward them, their branches curling like fingers. "Maybe he's taking us home," Leo whispered. Mia shook her head. "Then why is it getting darker?" The air thickened with a damp, earthy smell, and the sound of their own breathing seemed louder than the rustling leaves. Every so often, the man in green would hum, a low, slow tune that made the hairs on their arms rise. They walked for what felt like hours. Finally, they reached a clearing. In the middle stood an old cabin, its wood rotting and roof sagging. The windows were covered with thick, green vines. The man stopped at the door and turned to them for the first time. "You're safe here," he said, his voice almost kind. "For now." Mia stepped closer to Leo. "For now," she mouthed. The man pushed the door open, and an icy breeze spilled out. Inside, it was dim and dusty, with cobwebs dangling from the ceiling. A single lantern glowed on a table, casting long shadows across the walls. On the far side of the room, 3 wooden chairs sat in a perfect row, with their names carved into them. Leo's blood ran cold. "How do you know our names?" The man in green smiled wider, revealing too many teeth. "I've been waiting." Sam stumbled backward, bumping into the door, but when he tried to open it, it wouldn't budge. The man's voice dropped into a whisper. "The woods don't like when you wander too far. But me," his smile twitched. "I like to help them keep the ones they find." The lantern flickered, and the shadows on the walls stretched unnaturally. Bending toward the children like they were alive, Mia grabbed Leo's arm. "We have to run." They darted toward the back of the cabin, shoving past the chairs. A small window glimmered with moonlight. Sam smashed it with a loose plank, and one by one, they crawled out into the night air. But the forest wasn't the same. The trees twisted in new directions, the path behind them vanishing. Somewhere in the darkness, the man's humming returned, closer than before. "Follow me." His voice floated through the mist. They ran. Branches clawed at their faces, roots tried to trip them. The humming never stopped. Sometimes it came from ahead, sometimes from behind. Finally, they saw a pale glow through the trees. Heart pounding, Leo burst into the light, only to find himself standing back in the same clearing, in front of the same cabin. The man in green stood in the doorway, smiling. "You can't leave," he said. "The woods have already chosen you." The door creaked open wider, revealing the 3 chairs inside, now, with fresh ropes draped over them, and the moss path behind the children began to close, curling upward like the jaws of a trap.